Blog Talk Radio. Has anyone ever told you you dream too big, that you have too many ideas, that you need to be realistic? What if there was a career and lifestyle that you could completely design yourself that enables you to do what makes your heart truly sing and helps millions of people benefit from what you have to offer? One that provided you with all the money you need to thrive, not just survive. That is the life of an enlightened entrepreneur. Welcome to the Aha Moments radio show, dedicated to the inspiration, education, and celebration of enlightened entrepreneurs worldwide, with your host, Mariana Cooper, founder of Aha Moments Inc. and AhaMomentsInc.com. Her motto, oh yes, you can have what you want, and you deserve it too. Join us for the next hour and learn to trust your aha moments to lead the way to a passionate and purposeful life. And now here's your host, Mari.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the radio show for the inspiration, education, and celebration of enlightened entrepreneurs worldwide. I'm Mari, and happy Tuesday. I can't tell you how many issues I have just had with this crazy computer of mine. I literally have to talk from my phone. My computer completely crashed. I can't see the studio, so I'm literally going blind. But, I'm here. And that's, I guess I was calling them angels. I was actually screaming at the angels today, so you guys can, but sometimes that's just the way things go. So we have a lot of weird energy going on, and tonight we are going to be with Sandra and Taylor. And Sandra Ann Taylor is a New York Times best-selling author, and we're going to be talking all about clearing energetic boundaries. In fact, I know Sam is trying to figure out where she is in the phone log because I can't see the studio. It's really crazy. So she's going to come on in a couple of minutes, but I wanted to do what we always do at the beginning of a show, which is start with our housekeeping and talk a little bit about what's going on, because there is a lot of weird energy going on. We have a full moon, the harvest moon, and that was on the 29th, and so that was, I guess, Sunday, and it was, or Saturday. But the information, the energy is actually still operating now, and it was a very, very heavy energy. It was kind of like I was listening to my astrologer. I was actually reading what she was saying about it, and there's like something trying something and something conjuncting with something, and it doesn't normally happen. And so the energy is super heavy. Now, what's really ironic is that this particular moon has a tendency to have people start to want to set boundaries, kind of cutting things off that aren't working anymore, actually focusing on, relationships and sort of stopping things that aren't working, allowing space to come in, to be made so that you can bring in new things and new people into your world. And it's really a fascinating time. But if you've been feeling heavy, if you've been feeling like, your relationships are kind of going sideways, like, you're having more arguments with people, you're having more, just stress and drama, a lot of it has to do with this whole moon thing. So this energy will ease up in a couple of days. It's usually about 4 days after the full moon that we can still have the effect of it. Now, that works in our favor when we're working on manifesting, which you certainly can do during this time, and we're working on attracting things and bringing things in and all of that kind of stuff. But you want to just, if things are still feeling a little dicey, you want to just know that it will ease up on October 5th. That's what my astrologer has said. So I'm looking forward to that day because I can't tell you how many things are going crazy around me. So the irony of it all was that Sandy and I were talking, and we were talking about what we were going to do on the show, and she said we were going to talk about clearing energetic blocks and setting energetic boundaries and all that kind of stuff. It was perfect, just the perfect timing, because a lot of you are probably experiencing a little bit more of that than normal. So let me just talk about a couple other things. I just see that Sam has found Sandy in the queue of all of you calling in. And if you'd like to call in tonight, the number is 347-215-9485. It's 347-215-9485. Once I let Sandy actually speak, we're going to do readings together. We're going to, she's going to expound on all the stuff that she knows how to expound on. And we'll be with you, so if you're holding on for a reading, make sure that you hang on, because we'll probably get to that at the beginning of the second segment right after our break. Just two other announcements, and then we're going to say hi to Sandy, and that is we have a live event coming up in New Jersey, but it will also be streamed online, so you can watch it online or you can get the replay of it. And that is our Messages from the Angels event. I'll be teaching you how to read your own angel cards. All the stuff Doreen Virtue taught me over 9 years ago, plus a bunch more stuff. So if you'd like to do readings for yourself or other people and do them accurately and safely and learn all the ins and outs, it'll be a great day. We'll be spending the full day, and we'll also be doing a global angel meditation. So we'll be doing manifesting together, as well as learning all about how to get specific guidance from your angels and spirit guides and all that good stuff. So if you'd like to learn more about that or register, you can go to ahamomentsinc.com/angel event. So that's ahamomentsinc.com/angel event. And also, I'm doing half-hour readings now. So if you'd like to get a reading, we have an introductory rate for a few months now. That's going to be going up soon. So if you'd like to book a reading, please do so sooner than later. And we're booking for late October now, beginning of November. And you can go to the ahamomentsinc.com/readings. Yeah, ahamomentsinc.com/readings. Or you can go on the site and look under the Work with Mari tab, and it's all there for you. So I think that is it for housekeeping. Let's say hi to Ms. Sandra Ann Taylor. Hi there. How are you?
Hi, Mari. How are you?
A little frazzled, but I'm doing good.
You sound good.
I was able to find you.
Yeah, it took a while, but we got together.
I know. You're saying hi to everybody on the line because you have to find you in the queue. So, well, welcome. And I know we've been talking back and forth about what we're going to chat about tonight. And I wanted to ask you, why don't you give folks, just for those who don't know you, which I can't imagine who's listening who doesn't at this point, but why don't you tell them a little bit about your story, and then we can start to chat about this very appropriate topic for the time, because I can't wait to get into this conversation tonight.
Sure. So, yeah, I will make the bio brief.
Okay.
I started, I was in a private psychological practice for about 25 years, and I started looking into quantum physics, about 20 years ago. And I started realizing that the things that I was hearing from my clients, all the issues, all the things I was hearing, could be kind of resolved if you looked at and applied quantum physical principles to the human experience. So I started teaching people what I then called the laws of attraction, and not knowing other people might be writing about it, and I don't know if they were at the time, but so a lot of people asked where I could get a book on it, and I didn't know, so I wrote my first book, Secrets of Attraction, about relationships, because that was the big question that everyone had, and I just really found such amazing results when you understand the truth about all the attraction principles, which is that your life force moves out in front of you. You can't just create a vision board and boom, there everything becomes manifested. You have to look at your whole life force. And I ended up writing. I'm just starting my 7th book now, and my last book was The Hidden Power of Your Past Lives, which investigated how karmic stuff becomes encoded in our eternal consciousness, and we can bring it into this life, and that can create a resistance for us getting what we want. So that was that, and that has a CD with regression and rescripting. You can rewrite your karma, by the way, and affirmations and all sorts of things, a progression. So that led me to what I'm doing now. I'm starting my 7th book on what gets stuck in our energy and where it gets stuck. It does. When I started studying metaphysics 1,020 years ago.
Yep.
I studied the chakras, and I didn't take them that seriously. And what I'm realizing is that this is and have been over the last 2 or 3 years, and I've been encapsulating all the stuff I'm writing in my 7th book, that this is a very dynamic energy force. And it's like our chakras are like circuit breakers. And when one goes down, it shuts down the whole system. And then we wonder, why am I not attracting? Well, gee, my heart chakra is all blocked up from all the times I've been brokenhearted or abandoned or whatever, and I don't even know that. And so what I'm working on now, in fact, I'm doing an online seminar at hayhouseradio.com on clearing the chakras and using some specific techniques, energetic techniques and positions, very easy, like 1-minute positions to clear some of this stuff. And it's very exciting because a lot of this has been given to me by Spirit. And although through the years, I have to say, I'm not wise enough to come up with all this myself. So Spirit has been giving me, most of the stuff in my previous books, but this has been out and out channeled to me, and I'm, just passing it along, and I'm very, very excited about it.
Wow. Well, it sounds. I'm really excited too because I love your books. I always see Sandra and say she is the Einstein of the spiritual world because I just love that you don't do like the same sort of formulaic stuff that a lot of people do. I mean, you really are a scholar in this kind of thing. So. There's always so much depth in your work, and that's what I love. And that Secrets of Attraction book, everybody knows it. I always talk about it. It's under my pillow. It's yellow. It's tattered. It's all, it's all underlined. There's chai tea stains on. I mean, there's teardrops. There's everything on that book. Thank God books can't talk. But yeah, that is like to me that is the number one. If you are looking for a book on relationships. It is the number one book ever published on that subject. Absolutely, hands down.
Thank you, honey.
So, yes, well, thank you because you wrote it. And so let's get into this. Let's talk about this because where do we start? I mean, as I was writing the descriptions for this and putting it up on Facebook and on a blog and then sending it out to my email list. I think I wrote it like 4 different ways because I was like, well, what are we going to talk about? Because where are we going to start? It's kind of like this huge soup of stuff. Is there a starting point that folks should look at when it comes to this?
Well, actually, I usually tell people to investigate their lives, and I talked about this in my Hidden Power of Your Past Lives because so many things are revealed. You don't have to go into your past lives, although there can be stuff stuck in your energy centers, even in your cells from past lives, cellular memory. But I just tell people to kind of look at their lives and what patterns am I repeating over and over and over again. If I constantly attract a critical man, there's a pattern there. That's energy that's stuck probably in I'm getting 4th and 5th chakra, love and expression, because that's how we talk to ourselves. If you're constantly losing jobs, that could be in the 1st and 2nd chakra. There's all sorts of different places where this stuff gets stuck, and you have to look at your life to be a kind of barometer of what's going on inside your energy field. And then that can be cleared and you can move forward.
Okay. So the first step would be to just take an inventory of your life and see. And we all know what I'm sure I know for me what came up in my head when you were saying that those kind of repetitive, what we consider to be maybe a chronic issue, or you think you fixed it, and it's like, really? This is here again?
Again? I know. I've been there, done that.
Right?
Yeah, got the T-shirt on that one.
Oh, yeah, I've got the T-shirt, the matching visor, and the tote bag, and the mug,
the mouse pad, everything.
Yeah, you had the mouse pad, the magnet for the refrigerator. Yeah, I get it. So, all right. So let's which topic do we want to pick? We've been talking a lot about money, so why don't we skip money and want to talk about relationships, careers? You want to use like an example and then take us through how we.
Well, sure. We can start with relationships if you want. Usually love. Well, let me put a qualifier on that. Usually, love issues are located in the fourth chakra, which is the heart center, of course, and your sense of it starts with your sense of loving yourself, but there can be intimacy issues also in the second chakra. Now, some people, I would assume that most people are familiar with the chakras, but some people might not be. These are just easy to find. If you Google them, you'll get the chakra drawing, and if you have stuff, if you've been abandoned, even in childhood, let's not even just talk about romantic love. If you've been abandoned, if you've been mistreated, unloved in childhood, but then again, if you have it in your adult relationships where you're always dating unavailable men or unresponsive or non-committing men or women, for those listeners who are male, if this pattern has happened in your history, then it's important to look into your heart center. And when I do readings myself, I see the chakras, and sometimes there's like visuals of concrete around them. There's gashes in them. They're leaking energy. Different things could indicate different issues for people. But what I often see in the heart chakra is a broken heart or a slit, a gash, because it's wounded. It's wounded. And I recently had a session with a man, and I said to him, I see that you've had a broken heart. And he burst into tears, and he said, I've never not had a relationship where my heart was broken. From my parents to my wife, all the way down, and this man is in his 40s. And so what we had to do is let's decode that. Let's get those codes out. He had codes of expectation. He wanted a love, a mutually nurturing love, and in his subconscious and in his heart center, he was actually expecting to be brokenhearted. He expected some sort of rejection or dismissal or criticism in some way. And so we decoded that. And there's a system that I'm teaching, but you can spin the center and visualize it spinning, and all the gunk is spinning away. And then what we did is recode a new pattern of belief and a new energy in the center, in the heart center. And there's an energetic posture to that, but you can always affirm, see it spinning again, and the light this time, the darkness is blown away, but the light is filling the chakra and filling the area, and you can affirm what your new intention is. I'm attracting new, loving, reciprocal, committing, communicative, demonstrative, really encouraging people in my life, and people who want to commit to me and stay with me. And you can even just code. You can say, I am coding love. I am coding acceptance. I am coding embrace. I am coding encouragement. And what happens is there's a function in the brain called neuroplasticity. And neuroplasticity tells us that the brain can be rewired. But if we don't stop to do it, guess what happens? Our old neural pathways that have been run over and over and over again, like, oh, here I am in a relationship, even if it's on a subconscious level, I'm going to get hurt. When is she going to leave? When, that type of thing. Okay? But we can, through neuroplasticity, we can rewire new neural pathways and code it and spark it through our own intentions and through igniting these chakras and through energizing the fifth chakra at the same time. It's a very powerful process, and just by saying the stuff and intending it, and I did this decoding and recoding with him, and he called me back in 2 or 3 weeks later, and he said, oh my God, Sandy, I've had 10 dates after going without any dating for a year and a half. And he's like, I think I opened the floodgates here. So, we have to still wait and see how this we still have to make sure that we keep coding the real committing, loving, reciprocal energy, not just the showing up. Because a lot of us can get people to show up. It's, staying, committing, and being loving that most people have trouble keeping and maintaining. So it's really, really an important thing to do to get this stuff cleared out, because it does block your energy. And, when a circuit goes down in your house, the whole house goes dark. It's like your energy field, too. When your whole house goes dark in terms of your personal energy, what are you going to get from the universe?
Right. Nothing.
Yeah.
And it's not like
no one knows. No one can see you.
Right. It's
no
not
one can
like
see
it's
you
not
to come
there
up.
to be given.
Right. Exactly.
It's just not there. It's just that you're not in a position where you can receive it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where people get confused, is that they think, well, it's, the universe, the angels, the universe, God, everybody's forgetting me. It's not there to be received, and it's not that. It's that there's some block within you, that's some door that's closed within you.
Right.
It's all congregating on your front lawn.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Exactly. So, all right. Well, you know what? We've hit our first break. Why is doing this on the phone is very interesting. I have big cheeks, and they keep hitting the phone. It keeps hitting things in my head. Oh, God, what a day. And we have to talk about what chakra is blocked for me to have all kinds of junk happening to me today. So we're going to take a quick break. If you'd like to call in, you can call in at 347-215-9485. That's 347-215-9485. We have a lot of you on the lines waiting to speak to Sandra, and so we will start to take calls on the other side of the break. But again, 347-215-9485. Take your chances. Give us a call or see if we can fit you into the queue. And I guess we'll see you on the other side of the break. I'm Mari. You're listening to the Aha Moments radio show, and we will be right back.
Do you ever get a hunch about something and ignore it, only to find out later you were right after all? Do you know that you're intuitive but need help interpreting what you get? Need quick answers to burning questions but don't have the time to wait for a private reading? Then Mari's Intuitive Living Oracle cards are the tool for you. 45 gorgeous laminated cards and a full book of interpretations come together in a beautiful velvet bag. The cards have been designed and energized to give you the answers right now. No more sleepless nights weighing pros and cons. Ask the cards your questions and see what message your intuition has for you. To learn more and get your deck now, go to the store at www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Intuitive Living cards now. That's the store at ahamomentsinc.com. The answers are truly within your reach.
Are you at a crossroads in your life, facing big decisions about your life purpose, business, relationships, or other major issues? Are you wondering why you may be delayed in getting what you want? Or if you have special guides who are helping you? Then investing in a private intuitive reading with Mari is just what you need. As a third-generation spiritual intuitive, Mari has worked with thousands of clients over the past 18 years. During your private session, you will learn who your guides are, receive insight on the core issues that need attention, and get new perspective, clarity, and inspiration on what to do next. To register, go to www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Work with Mari tab to get all of the details. There are a limited number of spots each month, so go to www.ahamomentsinc.com for yours now.
Step back in time to the very beginning, before life as we know it existed. Stones have been on this earth since before the inception of man. They are keepers of ancient wisdom and messages. Tap into the profound wisdom of stones and let your journey begin at the Rock Girl Sacred Stone School. Let the Rock Girl take you back to those ancient days to learn firsthand the language and the secrets of stones. The Rock Girl will teach you how to develop your very own technique of communicating with them, allowing you to embark on your own path of self-discovery. Courses include Reiki, psychic development, chakra balancing and auric cleansing, hands-on healing, and more. Visit sacredstoneschool.com for classes and workshops taught exclusively by the Rock Girl of therockgirl.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dean here. 12 years ago, I had everything that was supposed to make you happy in this reality, and I was still dying inside. So I told the universe, you have 6 months or I'm killing myself. Either things change or I'm out of here. A week after I made this demand, I saw an ad in the paper. It said, "Access, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory," and it had this girl's phone number. To make a long story shorter, I had a session with the girl. It's called an Access Consciousness Bar session, and it's a simple process of touching points on the person's head. For me, it was the first time remembering everything was okay, everything always had been, and everything always would be, and I never contemplated suicide again. One tool, one thing, a process that took about an hour, and it changed the energy of what I knew was possible. It changed my whole life. This is what I'd like to share with you. For the first time in years, I'll facilitate a one-day Access Bars class. On November 7th, you can learn this process with me in California, or you can join me online from your home anywhere in the world. Go to globalbars.com to learn more. globalbars.com.
Hello, we are back. I'm Mari. You're listening to the Aha Moments radio show, and we are chatting tonight with Ms. Sandra and Taylor all about energetic clearing of the chakras and energetic boundaries, and we're going to talk about dealing with toxic people. Hey, Sandra, that's actually something that I had talked about in these descriptions. I think we need to go into that a little bit, and then we can take the calls that have come in. So 347-215-9485 if you're just joining us and you'd like to call in to ask a question. One of the things that has been on my mind is in this 2012 energy, there's been a lot of letting go of many things. But in the last couple of months, for me in particular, I have never seen more people leave my life, not dying, just, I hate you, Mari. Just like relationships and, friendships and, even work relationships, just like things that needed to go and kind of hadn't are now like vaporizing. And I think I've also heard from my own clients a lot, and I see trends and some people calling into the show, that this whole idea of dealing with toxic people, setting up energetic boundaries, what can we do to, there's certain people, like I have my own business. If I'm not going to work with someone anymore, they're out. That's it. I don't have to see them or anything like that. But somebody who's in a workplace or, your family members or someone you're living with, how do you sort of protect those cleared chakras? Let's say you do your system And then how do you keep them from getting blocked again?
Well, one thing is you don't empower the people too much. And people have to understand that as they work on themselves and their resonance changes, you will have a loss of people. The people that don't resonate with you any longer will move on. And it may seem like an exodus. It may seem like a betrayal. It may seem any way that could happen. However, it's because you're moving on in your resonance that they can't match it any longer. So it's a good thing. Secondly, if you are still exposed to the people in some way, you have to really make sure you reclaim your power and not give too much of your power away. Because when we have historical issues with people, sometimes we just spontaneously go into, oh, she's criticizing me, I have to do what she says, or he's saying this and I have to shut down, I have to shut up. So we have to say, wait a minute, okay, I'm recoding here, standing in my power, expressing my truth, and not giving my power away, not being a victim, not being silent. And so you breathe into that new code, and you replay the code, and you say, and you affirm what you're doing, and then you do. It feels risky at first, but you do what you need to do to support your intention of self-empowerment and reclaiming your power and sensing your value. A lot of people, especially with parents who have been critical or even absentee, they lose a sense of their value, when they're around their parents. Like, I'm weak, I'm incapable, and it might be because they heard those very things or something like it, or just were not treated the way every wonderful child needs to be and deserves to be treated. So you do have to know that you have to stand in your truth and stay in your power and your value, and then you kind of move through the episodes of exposure. You reduce your exposure. You don't spend daily action with these people if at all possible. And then every time you leave the situation, you affirm, I'm releasing all toxic attachments. I'm leaving all that energy behind me. I am walking in, standing in, and living in my power, and I am free to be myself, to be who I am, a valuable, wonderful, eternal being that brings wonder and value and power to my life and to the world. And you just do this every time, and slowly you see less and less of a hold on you. Less and less of an attachment. And you can always freeze them. And I talk about this on my radio show on Hay House Radio. And have I mentioned this on your show? Do you want me to tell people how to do this?
Yeah.
Because it works. It works. If you don't like someone's energy in your life, take a little piece of paper and write their name down and circle it, and then circle it with a yellow crayon or a yellow highlighter. And under that, you put their full name, and then under that you put their full name. So-and-so is sealed in the light. So you're surrounding them with light. This is not dark intention. It's not ill-wishing. It is just sealing them in the light. You fold up the paper. You put it in a Dixie cup. You put it in some water, and you put it in your freezer. Now, I had problems. I was being sued a couple of years ago, a while back. I don't remember how long ago. And I did this with the person who was suing me, and the only Dixie cup I had around was from my grandson who had a SpongeBob SquarePants party. So every time I opened the freezer, there was that goofy face with the eyeballs popping out and the teeth and everything.
Oh, my goodness. That is so funny.
It was such a great metaphor, but you know what? And that just got totally dropped, and I never had any problems to deal with. But I have left it in there because every time I open the freezer, I bless her and send her love. It's just a reminder to change the toxicity of our connection. So you can do all of those things. Another thing, and this is what I did when I was in my psychological practice, which was just as a way of keeping my energy up and my life force, my chi up, I visualized myself in a glass bubble. And because, when you spend all day in a room and one person's depressed, another person's having panic attacks, and God bless them, it's very hard to live like this, but I didn't want to just take in all the energy. So I would just visualize myself in a glass bubble, and the energy would bounce off, but I would still be able to talk to them and communicate and feel the compassion and the positive energy. So these are all different things that you can do, but you must affirm that you're releasing toxic attachments. You're totally letting go and reclaiming your power and your sense of value and your high regard for yourself no matter what.
Yeah, I love that high regard for yourself part. And I think one of the key things you said at the very, very beginning of what you just finishing up here was that the reason why people are becoming that way in your world or are leaving your world is because your personal resonance has escalated, has
That's
gone
right.
to the next level, and so things are dropping away because you are no longer in alignment with that person or the way that relationship was currently running. Doesn't mean that
right.
relationship may not grow up with you, but because I don't want people to think, oh my gosh, if I change too much, my spouse, my husband, my whoever is going to, leave.
No, in fact, oftentimes after a little bit of a lag time, because of your resonance change, there's an alteration in the people that we care for and who care for us. It's actually, we can, if there's a willingness, if there's an interest, if there's, a connection, a heart-to-heart connection, it's very often that our resonance changes bring the other people around us up. And I've seen that both in spousal relationships, romantic relationships, and surprisingly enough, in teenagers as they start to mature. There's a period of time, Wayne Dyer calls it the demonic possession stage of life.
I love him.
Yeah, he says he told me this story once, and he says it's between 15 and 25, and one of his daughters was having a problem, and he was trying to give her advice, and she's like, "Oh, Dad, you don't know, you don't understand," and she started stomping away, and he said, "Do you know who I am?"
Well,
and she's walking out of the room. Don't you know who I am? Of course I understand. Our kids never see our wisdom ever in that demonic. But see, when our resonance changes, it's amazing. I have seen this in other people and in my own kids. As they start to come out of that fog, they start to move more in the direction of the resonance that we have moved into. So it's a wonderful cause and effect thing. So, you could bring people with you. It's more the friends, the work, the people that aren't that close to you that tend to drop off. Yes.
And I find that, one of the things that I had come up with that was kind of downloaded to me over the summer was if the person is not meant to be in your life, no matter what you do, they're not going to be there. But if the person is meant to be in your life, no matter what you do, they won't stay away.
No, you cannot resist your destiny.
Interesting.
You can't resist your destiny.
Yeah. And it seems to find you anyway. It seems to crop up even as you're shifting and changing. It'll find its way back. So I don't want anyone to go into some sort of panic because sometimes that happens.
Right.
Okay, so let's you want to try taking a couple of callers? Let's see who we got on the line. Again, if you want to call it, it's 347-215-9485. I see people jumping in on the line. So if you're listening in on the web or on Skype, you can call in and ask your question. So why don't we start with Vinny in Orlando? Hey, Vinny, how are you tonight?
How are you doing?
Good. What question do you have?
Yes, I've been doing a lot of clearing work on myself for the last couple of weeks. And I'm still seeing the fact that I'm not able to attract anything. I'm still not able to apply the law of attraction into my life as I would like to. So what do you see as a blockage for me?
Well, honey, as I get into your energy, I do feel that over time, sometimes it takes more than just a couple weeks of working on changing your life force energy. You have to change what's inside as much as changing what you're visualizing and what you're intending. But as you continue working on it, I do go down the road a little bit and I see a door with a coin on it and it's opening up. But I have to tell you, in your past, and I don't know if this is in this life or in a past life, but I heard the word betrayal, and then I heard, somebody deceived you, and it kind of made you put a wall up to connecting on levels that you need to in an energetic way. And I feel that that's part of the problem here. And also, honey, I also want to trust myself. I feel like I'm a little more critical to myself than I want to be. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes, so we want to intervene on that criticism. We want to look in the mirror and smile and say, there is one attractive guy, and there's someone who's attracting a lot of wonderful relationships, a lot of money, a lot of success, and look at yourself with the kind of love that you want to be looked at by another person. And I have to tell you, I do see this door opening up with the coin in it. As you change the personal vibration of this self-doubt and a little bit too much self-criticism, and it's based on some betrayal. I feel that it was long enough ago that it was either in childhood or past life, and my spirit is telling me both, childhood and past life. There was some misinformation about your value and your power, honey, and you're still buying into it. Let's let it go. When those toxic thoughts come up, let's let it go and say, I am reclaiming my truth. I'm a valuable person, and I have power in my life and in the world.
I'm reclaiming my power. I am a valuable person. Can you repeat that again, please?
Yeah, I'm reclaiming my truth. And that your truth is that you have value, and I have value, and I have power in my life and in the world. So sometimes you give away your power, honey, and you do that through your self-criticism. Intervene on that, because that is not your truth, my love. That is not your truth. You are not inadequate. You should not be believing the criticisms that you are giving yourself. That was somebody else's misinformation. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. That door is going to open up. That door with the coin on it is going to open up.
So do you see the energy releasing, or is it?
I see blocked energy in your third and fourth chakras, and I do see it releasing. I want to bring the love that you say these things with down into your third chakra, and it's right below your heart there and above the belly button, and I want to spin that energy because I'm kind of out of balance here. And it comes from this misinformed past. And yes, I do see energy spinning out and releasing that. Give yourself time, meditate every day on those chakras, and do affirmations about reclaiming your power, living in your truth, and seeing how valuable you are. Every time you pass a mirror, do an affirmation instead of a negation of yourself.
Great. Thank you, Jenny. Thanks for calling in tonight. Thank you. Okay, we have to take another break, believe it or not.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we're going to get to some more. So if you'd like to call in, the number is 347-215-9485. I'm Marty. You're listening to the Aha Moments Radio Show, and we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Dean here. 12 years ago, I had everything that was supposed to make you happy in this reality, and I was still dying inside. So I told the universe, you have 6 months or I'm killing myself. Either things change or I'm out of here. A week after I made this demand, I saw an ad in the paper. It said, access, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory, and it had this girl's phone number. To make a long story shorter, I had a session with the girl. It's called an Access Consciousness Bar session, and it's a simple process of touching points on the person's head. For me, it was the first time remembering everything was okay, everything always had been, and everything always would be, and I never contemplated suicide again. One tool, one thing, a process that took about an hour, and it changed the energy of what I knew was possible. It changed my whole life. This is what I'd like to share with you. For the first time in years, I'll facilitate a one-day Access Bars class. On November 7th, you can learn this process with me in California, or you can join me online from your home anywhere in the world. Go to globalbars.com to learn more. globalbars.com.
Step back in time to the very beginning, before life as we know it existed. Stones have been on this earth since before the inception of man. They are keepers of ancient wisdom and messages. Tap into the profound wisdom of stones and let your journey begin at the Rock Girl Sacred Stone School. Let the Rock Girl take you back to those ancient days to learn firsthand the language and the secrets of stones. The Rock Girl will teach you how to develop your very own technique of communicating with them, allowing you to embark on your own path of self-discovery. Courses include Reiki, psychic development, chakra balancing and auric cleansing, hands-on healing, and more. Visit sacredstoneschool.com.
Are you at a crossroads in your life? Facing big decisions about your life purpose, business, relationships, or other major issues? Are you wondering why you may be delayed in getting what you want? Or if you have special guides who are helping you? Then investing in a private intuitive reading with Mari is just what you need. As a third-generation spiritual intuitive, Mari has worked with thousands of clients over the past 18 years. During your private session, you will learn who your guides are, receive insight on the core issues that need attention, and get new perspective, clarity, and inspiration on what to do next. To register, go to www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Work with Mari tab to get all of the details. There are a limited number of spots each month, so go to www.ahamomentsinc.com for yours now.
Do you ever get a hunch about something and ignore it, only to find out later you were right after all? Do you know that you're intuitive but need help interpreting what you get? Need quick answers to burning questions, but don't have the time to wait for a private reading? Then Mari's Intuitive Living Oracle cards are the tool for you. 45 gorgeous laminated cards and a full book of interpretations come together in a beautiful velvet bag. The cards have been designed and energized to give you the answers right now. No more sleepless nights weighing pros and cons. Ask the cards your questions and see what message your intuition has for you. To learn more and get your deck now, go to the store at www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Intuitive Living cards now. That's the store at ahamomentsinc.com. The answers are truly within your reach.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mari. You're listening to the Aha Moments radio show. We're back from our second break, and we are here tonight having a nice chat with Sandra and talking all about releasing energetic blocks from your chakra system, from your world, and spinning your chakras in better directions and creating good stuff in your world. So we're going to take some more calls. I think we have Karen in Toronto. Hello, Karen. How are you tonight?
I'm fantastic. Thank you. And nice to talk to you, Mari and Sandra. Have a nice Hope you're having a nice evening.
Yes, thank you.
Loving it. How can we help you tonight?
I just have a question as far as, when you're doing everything, doing a lot of work spiritually, and you're doing, I'm working, but I seem to have a major block as far as financial situations. And I don't know if that's linked to self-worth or... I'm working, but there still seems to be that block.
Yes, I see money. I see a stream of money in front of your doorway, and there's okay. So the image that I'm getting, honey, is that it's like one of those doorways that are split in half, an old-fashioned cabin doorway, and the lower one is closed. And the stream of money, it's just a little stream, and what is blocking is your sense of enthusiasm for yourself and your life. This is the lower chakras. The lower three chakras are responsibility, action, enthusiasm. And I feel that I've had I'm hearing the word hostility, honey. There have been some hostility in your life and some sadness, and that has kind of closed down your enthusiasm. It's hard to get excited about things because you've had some difficult times. So I want to open that door. I want to open these doors to the lower chakras, and I want to look at my life and say, what can I get excited about? And then actually create it for yourself, whether it's really thinking about activities that you can do with your friends to get excited about, or a new project, and trying to move forward with a different type of energy. Also, you're not getting enough rest. Are you having problems sleeping?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is affecting your energy, honey, and it's hard to get excited and enthusiastic about life if you're exhausted. And so I want to look into, and I'm not a doctor, I don't diagnose or treat, but I want to look into some possible alternative therapies, maybe some acupressure points that you can do on yourself, or something that you can do, a meditation, because I want to get sleep here. For some reason, all of a sudden, I felt like I was tossing and turning, and this is affecting your excitement and enthusiasm. And if that lives in the first, second, and third chakra, and it shoots it totally blocks up your action that you take in your life. So let's get some sleep and let's create some intentions. Okay. All right, and go forward that. I do see a change. If you can change all of these predictions, all my readings are energetic potential. So what happens in the future is based on what happens with your personal energy. Don't you see that, Mari, in your readings as well?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's always one. If you stayed exactly doing the same thing you were doing, this is the most probable outcome. But as soon as you're conscious of it, you're shifting it. It can absolutely change the shift.
So how do you shift? Like, sleeplessness comes from fear of financial situation, or fear of standing in my power because I'm constantly being shut down when I take a step towards being spiritual. People in my life, I have to hide and sneak just to be who I am.
Yeah, you need to get away from those people. You need to start affiliating with people of like mind, and I don't know if it's joining a church group, taking a class, getting together with people on a regular basis where you forge relationships of people of like mind, and you have to let the worry go. I know I used to be the same thing, and even if it wasn't worry, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and think about what I had to write on my next book, and I couldn't sleep, and I realized I have to sleep in order to have the energy to do that. So what I do is I see myself, there's this beautiful circle of angels, and as I say that, I see them coming down around you, sweetheart. I really see them, and what I do is I call my circle of angels, and they're coming to you, and all you do is take your worries and you give it to them. You hand it right over to the circle of angels, and you say, here, take these worries away and resolve them for me, please. Bring them to the energetic realm and find a solution for me, and then just let them go, and every time the thought pops up again, you just do that again, and they're always with you, and they'll always and you'd be surprised at how many solutions come even when you're dreaming. Then you'll start to sleep, then you'll start to dream. Keep a notebook by your bed, because solutions are going to come, because these angels of resolution are with you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Sandra.
Oh, you're welcome.
So much. God bless both of you.
Thank you. God bless you, honey.
Thanks for calling in. Okay, we have, that was just Karen. Okay, we have Libby in Minnesota. Hey, Libby, how are you? You still there?
Hi, yes, I am. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome.
My question is, do I have to go back to the source lifetime of, I suffer from fear of betrayal, abandonment, violation, depression, lots of lack of self-worth. Do I have to go back to the source lifetime to heal that?
You don't have to. You can do that without it. my sixth book, The Hidden Power of Your Past Lives, has rescripting that helps you to do that, and you can do that, but you don't have to. You can work on the chakras that these are located in, and when I get into your energy, it's the first chakra of stability and security, and the second and the fourth, and it jumps a third for some reason, but it is the first, second, and fourth. There's a little string going through the third that kind of ties it up. But I feel that, Libby, if you can, do you meditate, sweetheart?
I do.
Okay. Let's meditate on bringing the earth energy up through our root chakra and spinning from the first, second, third, and fourth, and really brightening that up and make it happen. And as you do that, do what I talked about when we were first starting, releasing the old memories, releasing the energies and emotions from past events, and whether it's this past of this life or past lives, releasing it all, releasing all attachments, because not only do you have the history, you're attached to some conclusions. And even, honey, I have to say there's some escapist behaviors that are going on. You just feel so I sucker punched here from this sense of abandonment that I just feel like I shut down completely. Okay, so let's do all the chakras, because shutting down goes right up to the fifth and sixth, and we want to open up to spirit in the seventh anyway. So let's do all the chakras. You don't have to go back to the source, but you can. If there was any way I could get your address, I'd send you this. The Hidden Power of Your Past Life. Email me, Libby, I will. And I know where you're from, but nobody else will remember.
Great.
So you email me at sandrataylor.com with your address, and I will send you a copy of The Hidden Power of Your Past Lives, and you can venture into that, and that will be quite revealing, and you can re-script it and use the affirmations on the CD to shift that as well.
Wonderful. Thanks so much, Sandra and Mari. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome, honey. God bless you.
Have a great night. Thank you. Wow, that's terrific. Now, I know we just have about 4 minutes left. I want to see if we can take another caller, but why don't you tell everyone about your cruise and about your online course, and let's get that done so folks know how to study with you.
Okay. Yes, I'm very excited about this online course that I'm doing with Hay House Radio, and I did the first session last week. I'm doing the second session this Thursday, but as in with your courses, I'm sure the listeners know that you can, up to the last session, you can sign up at the actual cheaper rate, which is $98 for all 4 sessions. After the last session, which I believe is October 18th, it will go up to $197. It's extremely reasonable, and I'm doing all the chakras, all of the various reactive patterns that they hold, like victimization, all the stuff we're talking about in very much detail, and the various breakthrough forces that can be ignited in each chakra, and revealing for the first time this decoding and recoding process, which I'm very excited about, and that's called Energy Breakthrough, and it's on hayhouseradio.com. You go to hayhouseradio.com and click on Live Online Events and scroll to where it says Sandra Taylor Energy Breakthrough, and you can sign up for it, and you will get the download of all of the sessions, even the ones you've missed. And those people that sign up before the 18th will also be enrolled in a drawing of free readings, free big book bundles, and also free downloads of affirmations, audio downloads. So I'm really excited to be getting this information out. I feel it's already changed my life. I've only been using this for 2 months, and I've activated so much stuff I just can't even tell you. So the second piece is my cruise. I'm so excited. I've never taught at a cruise before. It's February 16th to the 23rd of 2013. It's called Activate Your Alchemy. And alchemy is when you change base metals into gold. So we want to change difficult problems into a golden life. And I'm speaking with wonderful Dr. Darren Weissman, creator of the Lifeline Technique, and incredible medium Peggy Ramito, a medium to the stars. And we're putting in 17 hours of experiential seminars where we teach you stuff to do to actually shift things, not just talk at you, but teach you. And then we're going to be having dinner with everyone every night and going on to the islands and connecting with spirits in all forms. So
wow.
that's
So how do they register for the cruise?
Yeah, that's you go to activateyouralchemycruise.com. And just like it sounds, activate your alchemy, ALCHEMY, cruise.com. And if you say you were referred by me, you will be put into a drawing I'm going to be doing 5 face-to-face readings on the cruise and giving away 5 free readings afterwards over the phone. So I'm giving away a lot of stuff. So that's activateyouralchemycruise.com.
Awesome. Okay. So I might be on that cruise too, you guys, so we'll see.
Oh, we'd have so much fun.
We have a lot of fun. So I know that we are at the top of the hour, but I want, because I promised before you started with our, how to get in touch with you, I said I'd take one more caller. So I'm going to take one more caller, if you don't mind.
Sure. And then we'll do a flash reading.
We'll do a flash reading, like a flash flood. So whoever gets this call, whoever gets to talk to Sandra, no good long story. How about Catherine in Cleveland? Are you still there, Catherine? I think I see you on the board. Yep.
Yes, I am. I'm still here.
Yay!
How are you?
I'm good. So what's your question for Sandra?
Oh, well, it is my relationship question with my husband. And just to keep it brief, after, some marital problems, I, have big decisions to make, and I'm toying with, basically facing either what's destiny or what's basically my choice. And I want to see whatever I can do to either remedy and, because I'm enjoying happiness in my marriage now. But I don't know if that's what my destiny is. So anything that you can lend to me is wonderful. Thank you.
Okay. When you talk about your marriage, your husband comes in upright, and usually when I see hostility, even though there might have been difficulties in the past, he's coming in the present energy upright. But I also see ties around your feet that are being untied, and I see a road opening up, and the world is on it. The globe is literally sitting on it. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to leave. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to say, okay, thank you. So Spirit just said you can achieve what you want to achieve either way. You are on the path to your own personal transformation, and you can achieve what you want to achieve either way. And so I want to send you my first book, Secrets of Attraction. It's all about relationships. You email me at sandrataylor.com, the contact page. Tell me you talked to me on Mari's radio show. I know your name and where you're from, which is my hometown, by the way. And
yes.
Yes, so email me, and I'm going to send you that book, and it'll make it a lot easier. But Spirit very specifically said you can achieve what your destiny holds for you personally either way. You take control, and they showed me the beautiful world, the globe, sitting on this road, wide open road, honey.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
God bless
welcome.
you.
Thanks for waiting so long to get on the line, Catherine. Thank you so much. Well, Sandra, Sandy, my dear.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been fun.
Yeah, and as usual, it flew by, so
yes,
it's always fun.
Oh, it is. Thank you so much for being on. And just tell people one more time, they can go for your online course. They go to hayhouseradio.com. They go to live events? Is that what?
Yes, live online events, and just scroll down to Energy Breakthrough or my name. And for the cruise, it's activateyouralchemycruise.com. Awesome.
So, you guys, we are at the end of another show. Thank you so much, Sandy, for coming on. And I know I learned a lot. I'm sure everybody else did too. And, yes, we're at the end of another Aha Moments radio show, but we will be back here next week, same time, same place. And remember what I always say at the end of every show, which is you truly can have exactly what you want. You absolutely deserve it too. And in this energy, anything is possible. Have a great week, everybody. Take care.
You've been listening to the Aha Moments radio show with your host, Mari. Be sure to visit her blog and website at www.ahamomentsinc.com. That's AHA, moments with an S, inc.com. Also join Mari on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ahamomentsinc. and Twitter at twitter.com/aha moments. We can't wait to see you there.